Welcome in, y'all. I said I was prepared, and I meant with the numbers I was prepared for today. Church is about on, church. The church must be thinking of me. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. The train, it's about on schedule today. Welcome in, y'all. How is your Tuesday? My Monday rolled into Tuesday. Some of y'all are aware of that. Some of y'all were there with me last night. I'm going to do my best to keep my emotions under my skin today, but I'm still a little emotional. We're going to say hormonal a little bit because I definitely feel like I have a hormonal imbalance. Gotta love premenopausal. I've got to take one med really quick because I didn't do it. And before we get started, I want to take it that way I don't have to think, hey, did I take it? Oh, no, I took it. And Mr. Stephanie's just off screen, so he knows I took it too. Welcome in, Rachel. Welcome in, girl. And y'all, if you've got packages in the mail, I say since January, y'all all ended up with a coaster, at least in one of your package. If you've got multiple, you've at least gotten one. That's a sunflower. I've got more coming. It's in the works. I have someone I adore and admire. I'm looking this way because I don't want to look at chat at the moment. I'm not trying to avoid anyone. I'm a little emotional and darn it. But anyways, I've got someone that I admire and care about, and she cares about me and she supports me, and she makes those handmade. They are stationed at Fort Riley, and it's her way of giving back, not to just my channel, but my business. So she doesn't charge me for them. She could, absolutely. I pay for the materials, and she does the creativity of crocheting them. There was something. Oh, yeah. So we have for sure 2 giveaways today. One will be choice of either this wind chime, we do still have a few things in the bin. We have some jewelry that was donated by Buying Space, known as Myra Elaine. And then I'm looking because it's down here. We still have the men's jewelry, and we have pressed-on nails. Those were also donated by the Buying Space channel, Myra Elaine. Let me set that one, so that one's there. I ain't got this covered today, y'all. I didn't add anything to it other than I moved a piece of glass down. It's not a $2 Tuesday item. It just isn't. We have some flower bucks we're going to give away today. And before we get started, can you confirm who it was?
Ashley.
And on what date?
Yep. Give me a second.
So Ashley Reed, Mr. Stephanie was going through his notes.
And it's on Wednesday the 5th.
So on Wednesday the 5th, you were our $5, obviously it's today's date, but you were our giveaway winner for the sunflower bucks. So you still have time, girl. If you're interested, the way sunflower bucks work is it goes towards $5 in items, whether it's one item or 5 items, right? You pay for the postage for that item or items to get to you. So there's that for today. And I'm prepared just in case we may have another giveaway. Sometimes there's days where I have 3, so I'm prepared for that. Can y'all see those illuminating? Those are the sunflower wine glasses that are hand painted. I sourced those in a 15-mile perimeter of our location. I put LED flameless candles in there, and they're doing exactly what I figured they would. They look amazing. I think I'll hang on to them for a week or two, or at least till I get tired of moving them around. Right? I mean, they're in the basket up there, so they're good. What else? I think I can jump in chat, and I'm good now, y'all. Sorry, I just needed to collect myself for a minute. I've had 2 evenings where I was up well after my bedtime, right? Not complaining, just explaining. Last night I had things from my past come to fruition. It was things that I knew was a possibility and may come to pass in a good way. But as much as, whatever, when life happens, and this was stuff that happened when Mr. Stephanie and I were both still addicts, so before recovery, it was just a far off dream. It was something I had no control over, so I handed it over to God. And I questioned last night of, did I hold on to a thread of hope that that day would come to pass? Or maybe when I handed it to God, I just let it go. And I think I just let it go. It's not like I lost hope, but I didn't prepare that it might actually happen, right? And that is that my nephew has been reunited with our family. What does that mean? That means I get a reunion. Sorry. I get a reunion. Mr. Stephanie and I raised him since he was 6 months old till he was almost 3. Him and Firecracker are 5 months apart, so I love him like he was my own. I've always loved him like that. And so when people, I'm going to say it before we get started so it's, it's not lingering on me. People look at where we're at now, not just YouTube, right? And they think, Steph, you got 10 years of sobriety. You've got all your kids, whether or not, they're row kids or they're off doing their own thing or what. You and Mr. Stephanie seem happy. Well, a healthy relationship takes choosing to work that every day, and it's not always easy. What most people don't see is the cost of our addiction, and one of them was my nephew and my brother. So last night I didn't want to get stuck in my head. So I started clearing this off. I think it was Myra. If not, it was Selena, but I think it was Myra. I started pulling things because this stuff had been accumulating since like August, right? There was a lot of stuff from our New York, Vermont trip that was back here. Stuff for Christmas. We're talking seasonal items. And we're talking some things that I listed on, not right now because it's out of season, but they would go for a fair price, right? And I'm like, but it's like Christmas stuff. And Myra's like, hey, start a Christmas in July box. So I've got a tote Christmas in July. We might get into some of that during the sale chit chat because today's $2 Tuesday and chit chat. Everything's $2 starting bid or buy it now. I will I'll let you know if it's a starting bid. I don't think we'll have much in starting bids. Most of it's going to be buy it now. There is likely going to be a few items that come below $2. Welcome in, Robin. I do need to go up. Welcome in, Robin. Welcome, Kathy. I need to get with you, girl. Nothing wrong, y'all. Some people misconstrued when we're live or anyone's live and say, hey, something act up in chat. And I got y'all on a swivel today. I need to probably put something there so I don't keep moving y'all. If I get you on a swivel, if I have to, I'll take it down, but it gives like 2.5 inches up. Alright, I'm going to go all the way up in chat. If you're just coming in, drop a number between 25 and 125. One giveaway is for $5 sunflower bucks. Those are good from today and 14 days ahead. So you'll get today and 2 more $2 Tuesdays if you choose not to use it today. The other one is a choice of these wind chimes or the giveaway bin. And if we get far enough today, I do have another one up here with numbers picked. And it'll be something that I sourced locally, that was made here locally, from a veteran-owned and operated company. So we'll see how far we get. I'm going to jump. Oh, I just hit something. Oh, that's because I hit private chat. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go up in chat. Alright, so the first one in today was Jessica Dumpster Girl. Girl, your package is going out this week. I cannot promise you exactly what day, because
we're waiting for the apocalypse of snow.
Yeah, we got this. We were supposed to have snow last night. We missed it. Then we got this model, looks like the model from last month that really dumped all that snow with us.
And it's hitting just like last month where it took forever to get to us. And then when it got to us, it dropped.
So I'm going to aim for either tomorrow or Thursday, but depending on road conditions and everything, it may be Friday. But I do promise you I will put your email in so you'll get tracking. Tracking's not that great. It doesn't matter what carrier you go with. I haven't checked tracking today for any of the packages that went out this week. But anyone that was USPS, I did email and make sure they had their info, or I reached out in another way. Hopefully that made sense. UPS, if you had a package going out UPS, meaning if you didn't get a notification yesterday, you should have today or by this evening. If you don't and you want to drop me an email, I can check it for you. But I have no crystal ball. It doesn't show really any different for me than it does for you. So welcome in. Thank you for sharing me out, Jessica. Jessica, if y'all aren't familiar with Jessica Dumpster Girl, she lives out in Cali, and I've been getting to know her over the last several months. And no matter whether she comes in our chat or I catch her out on the YouTube highways, she's always friendly. She's a good source of information, and she does anything and everything she can to share people out. We've discussed it before. It sounds more like pimping someone out, but depending on the day, people might not like that word. Save here first. Save here first. That's Ella. Ella. Let's see. I meant to show this stuff yesterday. I did show it during the night. Obviously, there's a label on the other side. FYI, if y'all do live unboxings, I've got a trick and it does work. Mr. Steph, can you get me an alcohol pad, please? I'm going to show y'all this really quick. Someone shared this with me, and I'm like, interesting, because sometimes I recycle boxes. Sometimes they come in really stellar condition, so I can reuse that package and send it out again, right? It's kind of a 50-50 shot during peak mailing season. Those boxes aren't usually reusable in that way. We might be able to use them for... Alright, so this is just... Yeah, this is an alcohol wipe in case you want to know. Oh, now it's going to lie to me because I'm live. No, there it goes.
It takes a second.
These are the wipes that you use if you stick your fingers to check your blood sugars.
It probably works better with a cotton ball just with alcohol,
but someone shared it with me, and I'm like, for real? And they're like, yeah, Steph. And I'm sure people know where Miss Ella is, but it ain't for me to tell anyone other than she's in the Sunshine State. And because I'm a military mom, I do a lot of things. Okay, so underneath my label, she had a little label that had my name. So it's actually bringing it out.
Until it dries.
Yeah, until it dries. Looks like it was number 25 or something. I don't know. It don't matter. Anyways, I go to an extreme as far as on packaging because I'm a military mom. Y'all heard horror stories. I've seen some of the realities of it. So I do my very, very best just to cover all bases. And it probably drives people crazy, but that's okay. Anyways, it does work. See? Now I don't, when it starts to dry, it's going to reappear a little bit, but the actual ink itself is gone. So, I actually had a package I did that with this last week because the package itself was still good. So, I'm a member of Ella's. I've been on a member of hers. I've had a couple times where I was late to pay it. In that case, it's just your membership's paused, but this is a pendant. Still not sure. It's heavy enough it might be a real stone. It's black or whatever. Who knows? I may put it in for giveaways. It's probably what I'll do. I'll just throw this stuff in the giveaway bin. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Not because I don't appreciate it. And then on at least every card I've gotten from her, she, like this one, it says membership gift. So she's let me know why she sent me the free gift, and then she signs all her cards, or she does for me. I'm gonna keep these. These are Post-it notes. They're Valentine's ones. I'm gonna keep those for me. The other thing that came in, and if you were here last night or early this morning, depending on things, you know I had 2 sets of balls. Yes, balls arrived in the mail this week. And I've already broken this set. Leave it to staff to break a pair of balls, but hey, I did it. These are Beltlands balls. I've been aiming to do a show. It's going to be a sunflower report. We're still working the kinks out of it. So, if that makes sense. I'm coming down in chat, so if anyone's new coming in, drop a number between 25 and 125. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. But Ella comes, she'll catch us live or like that. She may be busy doing something else. So that's something anyone's capable of that has a channel. It doesn't matter if you sell, resell, whatever. If anyone, and we're going to use Mara, sorry, I'm going to use you as an example. If I want to go to one of her future scheduled shows, and I know, say, hey, I'm not going to be on when she comes live because there's mornings. She's Eastern time, I'm Central, and my body clock is off right now. But I want to show support, I'll do the thumbs up. I usually actually try to do that with a lot of channels, whether or not I'm going to be there. I do it ahead of time. The other thing is you can drop a comment. So Alice, well, it almost had to have been today, right? But she works and lurks, and she does a lot for YouTube communities. So if I wanted to know if she was still listening, I would holler, hello! Ashley Reed, she's another great contributor to the YouTube communities. And I would say, hey, she's just on our little neck of the woods, but I see her in a lot of areas of YouTube. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're at. If you come into someone's chat, Ashley Reed's going to say hello to you. Buying Space. Buying Space, she does live unboxings. How's that said? I said it this morning and I said it right and I was like, OMG. I did it right, but then I'm going to come live and I'm going to chop it up again. So Myra Elaine is her name and unboxing is her game. I think I just said it right. But if I didn't, it is what it is. She'll let me know, I'm sure. Y'all, she does so many things and she rarely sells, but once in a while you'll catch her on. Who'd she sell with the last one?
One that's doing the morning show right now. I drew a blank.
Victoria. That's it. She was on Victoria's because Victoria did some sales. She sold. So there was a community fundraiser where people came on and they sold items, and they donated those sales to Don. And I would only say this.
Their time slot.
No, just a second. I'm explaining how we got to the time slot. Dawn Southern Finds, her sister and brother-in-law. Her brother-in-law was diagnosed, I think, with 2 separate cancers. I think he's on, I might be chopping this up, but more than 1 chemo. And this is all like pretty much out of pocket and it costs a lot. So, Yarn Again, that's Teresa. Her and Dawn, I think it's fair to say that they're friends. They don't just sell together. They are like sisters. At least that's what I get from it. Anyways, they had a benefit auction. And so a bunch of sellers came on and sold their items and donated those sales immediately. Like the person that bought sent the money to Don's sister and brother-in-law. That's how that was taken care of. Anyways, Victoria, so that's Adventures with Victoria. Love that girl. I do. Now that she's doing the morning show again, she took a hiatus for a while. I think a lot of it was to get her health back in tune, and that takes a while, y'all. She sold time slots for a community sale, and that was last week.
Something like that.
Maybe a week and a half ago. I don't know. It almost had to have been last week because we went out sourcing and Myra had come on. So, yeah, I don't remember how many settlers were on that day. But Myra was one of them, and I was sourcing, so I couldn't devote all my time. I did come in and say hi to her, put my sunflower, whatever, but I didn't order anything because I knew I could go back and watch it. And you know what it did? I'm serious, and y'all could probably still do this too if y'all's interested. You go back and watch the time slot Myra was in, or anyone was in. Now, whether or not people have those items or the quantity, that's probably different, but you could still email those sellers and be like, hey, do you got it? Is it still available? That's what I did. So, let's see. And I do have a couple of things. I know where it's at. It's over by my easy chair. I got something from Myra Elaine. She sent me. And it's a recovery book. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then, it jumped. It jumped. And then Kathy is a great individual. I can't tell y'all a whole lot because I don't know what else she does do on YouTube. But I know her outside YouTube, and she's a great inspiration all of her own. She's one like I would put her up with Nana Tink, not talking resellers. Myra Elaine, just seasoned women, right? Women that the sun has rotated around a few more times than me, and I tell you what, any of them I could reach out to, and I have at times. And then Robin, girl, how are you doing? Welcome in, Robin. Y'all, I don't know if Robin sold lately on other channels. I know she was selling with Miranda on and off, but I've been trying to take a break from channels reselling because the whole vehicle breaking down, and I have to be a responsible buyer, but I'm trying to get back to it a little bit. Robin, when are you selling again, and whose channel? Or is there any plans right now? I guess that's probably the better question. And y'all, she's got all, I can show you right now. I actually hid them. Oh, I thought I put them there. Oh, I'm hiding stuff from myself. Now, who knows where I put them? She sent me in one of my last packages from her. She sent me the sunflower. What would you call those? They're almost like a toothpick, but they're longer than a toothpick. You can put them in planners and stuff. She sent those to me as a free gift, and I'll tell you what, she knows how to bring good bargain in. So, truly amazing. Welcome in, truly. Are you getting their numbers?
Yeah, I already got all their numbers.
Marketplace Boutique, y'all. She is another one. I know her through, I think her and I crossed paths initially. I might be wrong, but I think it was with Tuber Chat. And Tuber Chat, that's for anyone coming into YouTube wanting to get familiar. It's a good place to go, but that chat can start flying. Sometimes it's a highway, sometimes it's interstate speeds.
It's the school, just close it.
That would be the school district saying, yeah, due to weather-related safety concerns, they're not going to have school tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge extended school year. Not complaining, I'd rather them be safe, but Firecracker is virtual, so it's kind of like I don't understand why they just don't flip it all the way to virtual on the days where it's unsafe to drive. But Marketplace Boutique, that her name's Jody. Y'all, if you're not familiar, and yes, I'm aware who goes over and supports Jody. I don't mean that to sound wrong, but what I mean by that is I didn't realize how many of y'all go over there, and you're either a member, you jump into her chats, you breathe some positive and uplifting stuff into her chats. So, Jody is in Michigan, right? Yeah, Michigan. Her and Backroad Trucker drives a truck, and I instantly connected with his channel because he does his stuff going down the road. Sometimes they do campfire.
He was camping the other night.
Yeah. And then they do fire pits, and sometimes they're incredible people. And I'm grateful I crossed paths with both of them. If y'all aren't familiar with Marketplace Boutique, go check her channel out. Like, seriously. She is a great inspiration to me, and I'm definitely learning stuff. I don't think she has sold anything on YouTube in a while as far as sales, But I do know that she lists online a lot, and that's actually some inspiration for me to get things listed this year. Um, going down, going down. You nailed it. 10 out of 10. Thank you.
She was talking on her phrase.
Oh, yeah. 10 out of 10. I am. Yeah, it just took me a minute. I read it out loud and then I went. I've been trying to practice, Myra. I've been trying to practice. Don and Teresa are the East Coast resellers, and Toochman too. Somehow I thought this morning at like 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., whatever it was, maybe it wasn't quite 4, I thought they were coming on today, but it was two guys, vintage and resell, and I've met them in person. They are a hoot and a holler, and they're amazing, just so y'all know. I've got stuff in my background from them.
Keep going down.
They were on with, we're going to say Jen, because it's Janine's, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do a monthly members, and they've actually added another one, so I think it's like every other week, or maybe it's this week and 2 weeks from now, but set weeks of the month, I don't know. Scooter Renee, oh my goodness, y'all, she does Monday Motivation. She does sell. She does them with Selena, who was in this morning. Selena, I've got her doggies here. I'm going to sell today, or attempt to. This one, I'm keeping at least for a hot minute. Scooter Renee, she does Monday Motivation. So I want to tell you, if you do anything, and the great thing about YouTube is, as long as the creator doesn't go in and delete it, it's there, which means you can go watch the replay. Scooter Renee's channel has helped. Not that the rest of y'all haven't at all, so I'm not taking no thunder from anyone. Scooter Renee has no real idea how much on the hard days when I couldn't think straight, how those Monday motivations kept me centered, right? I mean, she might have an idea, but did Scooter drop her number?
No, Scooter or
Scooter drop
Marketplace, neither one has.
Jody and Scooter, drop y'all's numbers. Drop your numbers between 25 and 125. This is what we're going to give away for sure today. We're going to give away Sunflower Wind Chime. We gave one away yesterday. We're going to do Sunflower Dollars worth $5. And then if we get to it, and I think we might, I've got a choice of something sourced local, made locally, that's veteran owned and operated. So wind chimes, the wind chimes, it's a choice of the wind chimes or the bin. And there's stuff from Myra Lane in there that she's donated. There's an item that we put in there, and then there's items that Save Here First sent to me that I put in there too, because Nanotink, oh my goodness, y'all, I can't hide it, right? Nanotink's amazing. It don't matter who comes in her chat. I will tell you, as long as you're uplifting and positive, and that's the type of person you are, she's going to make sure everybody knows that you are that person. With that said, Nanotink's Nanotink. What you see is what you get. She's definitely a driving force for me. There's times where if I need direction business wise, right, she's probably the one I've emailed and been like, what would you do? Type of thing. Engage or not. And usually the answer is don't engage. Don't engage. But Scooter Renee would be definitely another person that I would, like, anything YouTube or business wise, right? I would email and be like, hey, yes, appreciate everyone in this community. So nice. Yeah, Jody, I mean, everybody has their day and everything else, but ultimately, I'm going to have to take this off because it keeps moving. I've got y'all on a little swivel thing. I'll show you what it is.
You left your computer.
It's probably a little spice rack thing, right?
Oh, it's for an office desk.
Is it for an office desk?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't do the whole. So it was a nice thought. I'll get it where I can't move it unless I want to. The one thing I want y'all to take away is, if you want to know if your presence here on YouTube, whether you're a seller or a buyer or just a community member that's there to breathe life and uplifting things into people's chats, you do matter. I almost canceled. Well, no, I actually did. I canceled my thumbnail for yesterday, and about 40 minutes before the live, I went in and put it back in. And apparently I wasn't the only one who was thinking yesterday was a Monday and behaving like a Monday, but other people showed up too, and I'm not talking just for my show, but for their own. You're welcome, Jody. Thank you. And Nana Tink is known as Trish. I don't typically call her Trish, but I think I should probably start calling her Trish. Most of these women, not all, so I'm not throwing a direction one way or another, but a good portion of those I run into could either be a sister or they are just old enough to have been my mother. But that makes
with you, Myra.
That makes no difference. All right, I'm gonna just go all the way down, right?
Yeah, Maritza, Hippie.
All right, so Hippie's in now.
Yeah, and Maritza. And Jessica.
You organized everything. How could you not sell it? All right, let's do this, Myra.
And Jessica said, "I'm back to pimp you out." LOL.
All right, I've kept this guy out. He's not for sale. And he's just a disclosure. All right, so I'll tell you what. Starting bid $2. It is a
3D printed.
It's a what?
Is that one of those 3D printed?
Yeah, it's one from down here. It was an Oktoberfest. They did the festival in September. Remember? So 3D printed.
Is it a cow?
It's a cow. I had a bee too, but I don't know what happened to it. It sat back there. Yeah, it sat back there. I have more than $2 into him. Let's do $2. Buy it now. He's still brand new. I'd just give him to my grandbaby, but
they're a little small. They'll fit through a
yeah, that's the other thing. They are a choking hazard. Where is it? I had one.
All right, Myra, I'm biting. What is a cow with no legs?
I've heard this one before. Ground beef.
I love it.
So, $2. Buy it now. Is anyone into having witches' brooms? All right. I'm just saying sometimes when you watch someone selling how they present things, you're looking at it like, wait, that could be used to something else. So before Halloween, someone was selling stuff similar to this. I sourced these locally, but they've been mass produced. Hint, hint. All right, so you can use these for makeup. I've got 10 of each. They're going to be $2 each. This is the pink one. This is the rose gold shade tone. You can use them as a duster for your laptop. You can do a lot with them. But if you turn them sideways and you bring it back just a little bit, it kind of looks like a witch's broom. Just saying. So that's what I was going to initially use them for. And then I seen these one day and I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe they'll sell. I grabbed 10 of them just because I could. So I've got pink 10 and I've got the rose. And they look like roses, y'all. Look at the stems. So they do look like a rose. And they're kind of petaled out right there.
Hippie's getting 2, 1 of each.
One of each. You got it, Hippie. I will give these ones over really quick because I've got more in that bin over there. Actually, I'm going to put it bristled down. Bristled down.
Oh, Jessica's in the mood.
I need to put Hippie's name. Hippie's name. There. Right there. Marker. Hippie. Thank you, Hippie.
I'll get the sold in the chat in a second.
Yeah, not a problem. Alright. I want the sticky on the inside. Does that make sense? That way it don't disappear. Just saying. Alright, what else? What else? Alright, these are brand new. I do know that one, maybe, I don't know how many is in here. I know one's without tags. They've never been worn. I purchased them from Walmart. But one's without the tag. I don't know what happened to it. It had it when I purchased it, but these are Joy Spun. So Joy Spun. These are gonna be, buy it now, $2 each. Yes. Dude, I've held on to this too long.
Okay, gotcha, Maritza. Rich is getting 2 of the dusters, 1 of each also.
Alright. So these are 2X, 3X. They're Joy Spun. They're pink. Oop. And I'm 5'4", so from my shoulders, this goes to the top of my knee. And they have a pocket in them. So they've got a pocket. They're puppy dogs. They're Joy Spun. They are 2X, 3X, and yes, there's pockets on both sides. $2. Buy it now for choice, 1 or 2.
You're going to have to give me just a second. I can't get them in.
Okay. Do you want both of them, Hippie, or just one? And I need to take my nutritional shake.
Was that pajamas?
Yeah, it's pajamas. Alright. Before we get too far, 87 just got back to my car. Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Gotcha.
87's a good number.
So, FYI, I cannot bring anything sloth-wise because Scooter Renee is in the car. That's cool. Y'all are amazing that you support me even if you're driving down the road. That says a lot. Alright, so who was the brushes for?
Maritza.
Maritza. Thank you.
Alright, I got that sold in the chat. So I'm caught up again.
Alright, let me get Maritza's. Yeah, I need to get caught up. So I am down doing Maritza's really quick. And then I'll move on to Hippie's. And she wants both. Okay. I've got too much glass in that container. Take those, please.
And she's getting one, right?
No, she's getting both.
Is she? Okay.
If I read it right. I'll recheck it here in a second. I gotta move this glass so I don't get it broke.
I'll look and make sure here. Yeah, both. Okay.
Just get it. Very good.
And Maritza, you don't have any more PJs. These were it, right?
I think that's it.
Okay.
All right. And Maritza wanted one of each, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The pajamas, Maritza, these are the only two we've got. And Hippie got them.
Yeah, I'll look and see. I know I had one more, but I'm not sure. One each pink. Just making a note for myself. And oh, you need a bag for those, huh?
Well, I've got a bag. I just need a slip that says Hippie.
Hippie. All right.
Okay, Hippie says Maritza's can have one of hers.
All right.
So that works. That's awesome.
That
Hippie.
works. Thank you, Hippie, and thank you, Maritza. All right, so Hippie 1 and Maritza 1.
You can just drop them.
Yep. Let me close this. Otherwise, then it'll be marked new.
Okay.
So there is one for Hippie. And there is one for Maritza. Alright, I got you both. Y'all are amazing. Y'all make it so easy. Like,
Thank you.
just your kindness and thoughtfulness for each other. I see it in other chats. It's actually been happening more often. So maybe the weather's warming up. I mean, I'm not excited for this projected.
Did you get those dusters?
I did. They're already. Yeah, they're right there.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Yeah, we have to share, right? And that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Let me see if. Yeah, I've got some more $2 stuff. I need to move some more black breakable. I should get this earlier. Let's see. Anyone like bath bombs? Got that paper. So, let's see. So, G49, so you can use that or you can just tell me how many you want. I have 6 of these available. I was doing them for $3 or 2 for $5 earlier in the week. Forget that, okay? It's the Onyx Bathhouse Bath Bombs. Oh, I need to do it that way so you can see the front. So I do have a few that have more of a blue tint, and then I have ones that don't have so much blue. But they're flip-flop bath bombs. I have a friend of mine, her little ones love these. So they're going to be, today only, $2 each. I have 6 available. Let me find my little thing. I had it yesterday, but then I came in here after I sold last night. Yeah.
Look at your chat real quick.
Woo! Hey, January auction house, y'all. January auction house. Let me see it. I moved stuff in my background, and I had something of his in my background until like 4 a.m. this morning when I started moving stuff. January house. He sells with Auctioning with Friends. He sells with Nana Tink. Alright, so there's an outer piece that shows, right? But these, I don't know what, they cause static and everything. That's why I've been showing them without. When you get them, they'll have that. They might even have a little sticker on them just to keep them during transit. But they are daiquiri. Now, what's daiquiri? Daiquiri smells good. But what smells good to me may not smell good to you. Mr. Stephanie, smell that, please.
I've only got a little sniffer back. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it smells girly, but...
Mr. Stephanie says it smells girly. So right now, this way it looks like a tooth, but it's flip-flops. So $2 today only. Tomorrow, they're going back up to $3 each, or 2 for $5. Where did I put my other one? I probably just said it right here. But y'all, if you don't know who January Health is, yeah, I'll just set it back in there. If you don't know who January Health is, go over and check his channel out. Hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Alright, so these were also $3 each, or 2 for $5. Today only, we're going to offer them up for $2 each.
Give me your G number.
So it's G43, and it's Garfield playing cards, still sealed. So I have, let's see, I have 9 of these available. I mean, what goes to do to have one set of cards? Usually you need 2 to play most games. So that's the reason why I've been doing them $3 for choice, or 2 for $5.
But you can get 2 for $4 today.
But you can get 2 for $4 today, right? Alright, so G42, I have 9 of them available. It's the Ninja Turtles. They're brand new, still sealed. And this gives you an idea. Whoop, whoop! Mike is going to be holding down the fort this evening, y'all.
He's wanting one Garfield.
Okay. Let me write her. You know what? Just note it, and I'll just take it off of this one so I can show it again later and keep this one.
Turtle.
Okay. So I'll just write the difference in quantity because I kept the others outside right here so it didn't clutter my space. I've got a pen somewhere. Guess what? I did not clear off. I didn't clear off my desk, but I did clear out a lot of space over there. So, alright. So it's going to be 8. No, it's not going to write that way.
So does your son have rheumatoid, Jessica?
Right. So we've got 8 of the Garfield left. And you noted who wanted
yeah,
what?
I got it right on my end.
Thank you. And that way after it's sold, I'll just go pull them and put them in their boxes. And then for the final one, I have 10 Harry Potter card sets. Today only. $2. Buy it now.
What was your G number?
Oh, sorry. G41. G41. So, oh, I didn't show the back of it. That's what the Harry Potter ones look like. So, and you know what? I know we've got a few sales under us, so we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway. Hey, did Mike put a number in?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. He's going to probably end up with a postcard. Hey, do y'all know if you send someone a postcard, do you know if I could attach it to a postcard and it would still send for the same amount?
Mm-hmm.
All right, no, I'm kidding, but there is a story about these here in a minute. If y'all want to do sunflower bucks, we can do sunflower bucks, or we can do the giveaway of choice for the wind chimes or the giveaway bin. So if you want sunflower bucks, put sunflowers in the chat. If you want the sunflower bucks, put $signs in chat. If you don't care, then I'll figure that out. We do have a little bit of a lag. I've got to move a tote. I'm working around totes right now, y'all, and I've got to grab something.
Got you, Maritza. Maritza's getting 2 of the turtles.
Awesome. Thank you, Maritza. Alrighty, let me take a note of that really quick. I will just note it on my... Where'd I put the pen? Oh, I left it up here. Scratch out 8, now we've got 6. Thank you. $signs. I only see $signs, so we're going to do the $5 sunflower dollars the way that works. If you haven't put a number in, put a number between 25 and 125. You do not have to remain in active chat. You just have to have been here and dropped your number today. If you don't have to purchase to be in these drawings. Not that we'll never have drawings that I will encourage that, but that's not for today. Let's see. But you don't have to remain in active chat, so if you got a show that's getting ready to come on, or you're in a show that's supposed to come on soon and you need to go, that's cool. Drop your number. Otherwise, I'm going to ask somebody that has a Rolodex for certain individuals and get some mailing addresses so I can send some of these. So I understand not everyone wants people having to pay for shipping. You can't see out of it. Let me read this really quick. Mr. Stephanie, my son, has a
Yeah, I'll just go read it.
Huh? Pronounce that word for me. I know what she's saying, but I can't pronounce
Cadillac.
it. That's the thing right there in his cataract.
In his left eye and eczema.
Ooh.
He has 2. Wow.
Wow. Goodness. You know what, though? It's alright, Jessica. It's alright that he's special needs. I've got 2 special needs. And that just that's a blanket thing, right? Meaning, you know, they learn differently or they process things differently, you know. But I tell you what, I've seen that kid. I've seen his smile. I've seen the things he does. And he's incredible, and you should be proud. I know you are. I love all my kids, even the ones that give me a headache once in a while. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. If y'all didn't choose the number I've got here, we go with the number immediately above that. If there's no number above my number, we go with the one immediately below it. So tonight's $5 sunflower dollars is 62. 62. So 62 has two meanings for me. For one, my mama was born in 1962. And her last birthday, because she was born in September, her birthday was 7 days after mine. She would have been 62 her last birthday. So it would have been astonishing. Instead, some of y'all, or someone y'all know, was born in 62 and celebrated their 62nd birthday this past year, and you let me share into that, and that was special. Alright, let's see who it was. Truly amazing, girl. Truly amazing. I don't know if she's still here. She was a little bit ago. Truly
So
amazing
she's
came
got $10 she can
in
use now.
at 65, and yes, she does have two. She has one from today, and then she won, was it last week? Or the end of the week before?
End of the week before.
So,
I don't know, I'd have to look.
I'll have to look at the dates. So the other one would be expiring if it was the week before.
I think it was last week.
But yeah, alright, truly amazing. $5. And y'all can use, if y'all win those, you can choose to use them, or you can choose not to. I mean, that's up to y'all. Oh, I did not write it in here. Y'all can choose, to pass on it if you win those. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. It's for $5 off your order over the next 2 weeks if you have one with me, or you end up having one with me. Truly amazing. Now I have to look at some. Not right now, but it'll be after I get off. I'll have to look. Welcome in, Jennifer. Y'all, I think everybody knows who Jennifer is. I still don't have her mailing address, but I do know somebody that has it. So, she's going to get one of these postcards. These were designed and printed in Wichita, Kansas, just off West Kellogg. So, they're the Kansas postcards. I don't know if she'll get that one or who will get what, but there's a few of y'all that, don't drop numbers or whatever, and that's just my way to drop a note and say, hey, I thank you for doing what you do for us.
So you got more people in your chat?
I'm noticing that I jumped, so good deal, Scooter. Glad you're home. Glad you're home safe. Let's see. Alright. So now I can go down. I had to make sure it didn't jump on me again. I'm learning the chat, y'all. I'm still a rookie when it comes to it. Eventually I'll get better, right? I go back and look at other creators and resellers, and I see their first 100, maybe not 100, but the first couple handfuls of videos, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just a learning curve. Welcome in, Scarlett. Welcome in. Good to see y'all in my chat. I appreciate you. If y'all haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up.
It was last Tuesday that Truly won the other one.
Alright, so it was last Tuesday. So for 2 Tuesdays in a row, she's won sunflower bucks. Congratulations. And then Jennifer Hayes, y'all. She's a rock star. She had some joint replacement, I think. It was a few months ago. And she didn't miss a beat. She was in recovery and she was on her phone modding. I'm not kidding. And that she's got to have a Superwoman cape somewhere in her closet. I'm telling you. Scarlett, I'm learning to roll with life. Sometimes it makes me catch my breath, right? I'm having to remind myself I'm where I'm meant to be, whether that's virtually or, geographically. So I'm good.
So Jennifer had both hips done.
Did you have them done at the same time? Surely not. But I remember that morning because I'm going, you what? And she was in recovery, y'all, and I'm going, I'll show you a visual. If y'all weren't here earlier, on the Hump Day auction, it wasn't last week. This was like the last Hump Day auction of January. I ordered these from Debbie and Max. Yeah, I ordered balls from Debbie. They came in yesterday, and I got these because I'm going to start doing some content other than selling. And I was like, hey, those would be perfect. It was perfect price. Y'all, I already busted my balls.
And then you've got Cupid Angel Auctions is in.
Angel, welcome in, girl. Welcome in. Angel's another one, y'all. I'm not going to go off screen to get it. I got a backdrop from Angel. It was almost a steal. Well, actually, it was a steal. I paid more for shipping. I'm not complaining, so don't. I think I paid $1 for that backdrop. So, of course, I'm going to pay more in shipping, But I couldn't get back in on the days that she was on showing and get more items. So, I will tell you, even with the shipping, it was worth it. I couldn't have got that even locally for that price. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think it's the same with knee replacements. They'll only do one side at a time, which kind of makes sense because you wouldn't want them doing your right knee but operating on your left, right? I'm going down in chat and just making sure I'm not overlooking anything. I'm trying to learn this. I can't do it unless I'm live, y'all. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me. Yeah, bids start at 50 cents on Cupid's. I gotta hit her up to get some sugar-free candy because I am still sugar-free. I contribute cutting sugar out. When did I do that? I did that in what? October,
I think. I don't know. I went sugar-free at the same time.
Well, we were sugar-free for Thanksgiving, so we literally didn't even have pie for Thanksgiving. Yeah. The holidays were kind of rough, y'all, because we didn't know how to cook without using sugar. So we just avoided it. But yeah, I haven't caught her live, but I think is it Saturdays that you do your sales, Angel? I'm gonna grab my next item, y'all. You know what? I've got some books here. Now, I don't mind shipping media mail, y'all, but if I'm gonna show, I think there's 3 community cookbooks in here. They're gonna be buy it now, $2 per choice. So I'll show them one at a time if you want them. I guess I should start with.
You're doing cookbooks first.
Yeah. Okay. If they have advertisement in the backs of them, it doesn't matter if it's a publisher's advertisement. I cannot send it media mail with that in there, so you'll have 2 options. I can either remove the advertisement or I can send it regular mail. I will tell you, 9 out of 10 times, medium milk wasn't any cheaper than the regular milk. So we are going to go with let's go with G90.
I've already put it in without the G number.
Alright, well, we're going to go with G90 for chat. So this is Endale Community Cookbook. It's going to be a G90. It was published in 1977. It's in good condition. It's got a couple of stainings, so like maybe where it was sat on butter at some point. You can't really see it, but I see it. There's a little watermark issue there, but it's not like it's been used, right? But so the Endale is here in Kansas. There's Endale, Kansas.
It's over by Wichita.
Yes, Endale's over by Wichita. It says expression of appreciation. A collection of favorite recipes from the kitchens of the whole community, especially chosen with hearty family appetites in mind. It has bread, rolls, pastries. So it's whole wheat muffins, hobo bread or cinnamon. You're going to learn what I can't say really well. I've never been able to roll my R's correctly. And I struggle with cinnamon. I have to conscientiously think about it to even get it halfway right. It does come with cooking suggestions on that side. Meatloaf, bread and noodle, casserole, Friday stew. It does have places for notes. Hey, look, there's a yellow angel food. What's angel food? I know what angel food cake is. So, yellow angel food is water, egg yolks, sugar, flour, baking powder, salt, lemon flavoring.
And Nana says Ground Advantage is better than Medium L, just as cheap, and it's insured.
A Ground Advantage, because typically I don't send a whole lot Ground Advantage, but I have in the last few weeks. In some instances, when peak season was over, some of my items for the same item actually was more. I had one package that went out in the last 30 days that I paid the difference in the shipping without letting my customer know about it because it wasn't a whole lot. So the whole peak time being over and prices went down, I think it depends on how far it goes. Pizza pie dessert. So that's got cream cheese, beaten egg, sugar, nuts, vanilla. Orange cake, Mississippi mud cake. Mississippi mud cake is sugar oleo. So OLEO. FYI, I had to ask my mother-in-law right after. We weren't even married yet.
No, because I had the family cookbook.
Mr. Stephanie's grandma did a family cookbook, right? Mm-hmm. Mr. Stephanie's grandma did a family cookbook that went back over 100 years. And all the family for reunions come together and helped her create that book. So a lot of it has oleo instead of butter. So I'd ask Mr. Stephanie's mama, I said, hey, I got a question. She goes, what? And I'm like, I was looking in y'all's cookbook. What is oleo? I looked in the store.
Margarine.
You gotta remember, when him and I got together, it was still dial-up speed. In some instances, we did have DSL, but that was expensive. Flour, cocoa, vanilla, coconut, pecans, and salt.
And some people can't roll R's.
You can't make this up, y'all. And sorry for anyone that's an animal lover. Roasted possum.
Possum's supposed to be good. It's a rodent meat.
Grandma told us, remember? My grandma was the first generation out of the Great Depression. Meaning she was born after it was officially declared over, even though many small communities didn't see that relief for years.
So truly, what you missed is you now have $10 you can spend instead of $5. You won the other $5 sunflower.
So she won the one last week, or was it the week before?
Last week.
All right, so last Tuesday you won the $5 sunflower giveaway, and you won it again today, which is also a Tuesday. What does that mean? That means that you have $10 in credit, right? That can go towards 10 items that are $1 a piece, or an item that's $10 a piece, or a $7 item, but I don't change it, right? Once I write it all up and those 14 days are over, you're ready to close out, I don't give you a $3 credit to roll over. You pay the shipping.
She's going to look for something special. Thank you.
You got it, girl. All right. We're going to move on to the next one. That was G90. We're going to go with G91. G91. Brace yourself if you're familiar with hospice, because I haven't opened it up yet. It is a community cookbook. It's going to be G91, $2. Buy it now. It's a community book in the aspect of that, but this is a hardcover part, right? Where'd I put my marker? There I did. G91. I only say that because, before my dad was on his journey to the other side, I had a different opinion about hospice. And we're going to do it on this side. So, I'll do it that way. So it would be G91. Look at all that artwork. So it's hospice, hospitality. And in between it says, the discovery of a new dish does more for human happiness than the discovery of a new star. And I can't quite, it's obviously someone's name, I just can't quite tell what all the, right. So maybe I'll figure it out when I open it up. So this is the hospice in Salina, Kansas. So if you're familiar with 135 and I-70, there are two interstates in the state of Kansas that meet at Salina. It looks brand. It feels brand new, but this is white. Like, it looks brand new paper wise. So I'm gonna be careful a little, and what I mean by that is it gives a history of that particular. With that said, it gives, at least at the publication of this, and I'll look for a date, 1979. So in all reality, most of these people may have already crossed over, but that's not the point. It does give the leadership info. It gives the staff at that time. It gives the length of their service at the time of publishing, more acknowledgments, and then it moves on. So that's interesting. So table of contents, appetizers, beverages, soups, salads, veggies, side dishes, main dishes, breads, rolls, desserts, cookies, candies, this and that, and then there's an index. Look at the artwork, y'all. Just stunning. So it gives helpful hints. It's artichoke dip, Aunt Sally's cheese ball, 7-layer Mexican dip, corn dip, chicken wild rice soup, gourmet potato soup. Hey, if y'all cook potato soup, how do you make it? Asking. Give gives you something to think about. Taco soup, tomato and sweet potato chowder, fruit salad, Italian pasta salad, apricot salad chicken. No, I said that wrong. Apricot salsa chicken. Chicken, broccoli, and cheese casserole. Egg broccoli casserole. Yeah, egg and broccoli.
Okay, Nana, I got you. So, Nana is getting all 3 cookbooks.
Let me look. I would like 2 of the flip-flops. Okay, let me write this down, y'all. We're going to go with the Ella Post-it notes because I can attach it here and I won't set it down and lose it. I just got to find the pen that I have conveniently.
Here.
Did you steal my pen?
No, I have 2 over here because I'm always losing them.
Nana. Thank you, Nana.
And then
2 flip-flops. And she's going to do it for 2 for $5. Of course she is. And I'll tell you what, you can't argue with some women, right? Like, if y'all had a grandmother in your life that she was very assertive, like what she said went, right? You just knew. Nana would be the same way. Like, when she says something, she means it. And it's just enough to say, hey, alright. But I gave them to her at 2 for $4. She wants 1 each of the decks of cards. Yes, I talk to myself, y'all. It's the answering yourself that it gets kind of...
Yeah, but I was an only child, so I learned to talk and answer myself.
She has to go to trivia. Have fun! Thank you. I appreciate you and everything you do, Nana. Y'all, like, seriously, even if you just even if you don't sell, Nana is a great person to connect with. Scooter needs another one, right? I mean, she sells with Selena. They sell together, her and Selena, with Josie's Place. Y'all, these are your sheroes, right? Hopefully I said that right. Sheroes. There's yes, my mama raised me on country music, so I'm totally gonna throw something in my shared playlist later. It's by Winona Judd and talks about sheroes. I've got to go back up to make sure I wrote everything down right. You did?
Yep.
Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
When I know that you're gonna do it. Sorry, y'all. I really try to.
We just try to do everything we can to keep everything straight. So you can keep the pen over here.
All right. So she
all
wanted
3 cookbooks.
I didn't show that one though.
Yeah. No.
But she was ready to go. What did I do with the other one? I'll put it over here. All right.
I'm gonna set them over.
All right. I do have a cut up cake party book. Okay, I thought that was a date. Printed in the USA. It says printed in the USA. It is Baker's. We're going to do a buy it now of $2. Even if you don't want to know how to cut up a cake, right? This has got frosting recipes in here. Let me get to cutting up the cakes. If you wanted to make a plain cake, a jet plane. Yeah, I don't think this has ever really been opened up, and I think it was bought and made. I don't know if that would ever. Let's see. Yeah, the spine's really not broke on it. Let me get to some others. But if you didn't want to use it for that or just keep it, because, I mean, it's part of history. There's a sailboat. And that's made out of like a 9x9. Well, maybe it's not a 9x9. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 9-inch cake pan. Don't ask me how I knew that, but you just need, what is it? One cake to make that boat. If you junk journal, and that's what I thought about this too, even though I couldn't do it. There's Raggedy in it. The Raggedy Ann. Maybe I should stick that with the Raggedy Ann lot I've got going. A circular 8-inch. It says you have to have two. 8-inch round cake to make a heart cake. So it's just really cool. I'm probably giving it more use. If you want to do a clown, there's, So it's a cool book.
So, Porcelain Princess put love the green, by the way, stuff. I don't know what you had that was green.
I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Remember, we're on a lag too. So.
Yeah.
What did I have green? Maybe my shirt's coming across green.
Yeah, it kind of is.
This is actually a dark gray, but
that shirt, yeah.
The shirt, it looks, yeah. So I'm going. I just wanted to kind of scan for a minute. Yeah, because the only thing I'm gonna see 90, 91, 92. So this would be 93. I'm just gonna do it that way when I show this again. I have a number down for it, y'all. G93. You're fine. You're fine. There's the lag, so like I'll see chat.
Yeah, chat's about a 2-second lag, and then everything else is
like when I respond, it takes a minute for, well, not a solid minute, but it takes a moment for y'all to see it or to hear what I'm saying. All right, this is New York Times bestseller Anne Voskamp. It's 1,000 Gifts. This is the dust cover for it. So it isn't a cookbook. There's my pen. I put it in the bin. The spine doesn't appear to be broke. Let's see. Yeah, it's not broke. If it was broke, it would separate. Alright, so inside the dust cover, it says what it means to be deeply human, deeply spiritual, and deeply and authentically fulfilled. Like most readers, the author hungers to live her one life well. Forget the bucket list about once in a lifetime experiences. It is. I guess I already had a number in there, but we're gonna go with G90.
Well, I'm already past that one.
It's fine. I'm just gonna write it on the card. G94. G94. Alright, so love, or no, it's go lower. I'm just reading the excerpts on the top. 1,000 gifts. What in the world, in all this world, is grace? And it is 237 printed pages. 237 printed pages. So it's just a pretty cool book. Again, that one's 94. Alright. Make sure I've got everything. Now we're going to get over here to this bin. Does anyone like Snoopy? Snoopy doesn't stink. He doesn't smell. I say he doesn't smell, but now I'm smelling him. He is not old. He is 2021. We're going to do buy it now $2. I think he would make a great addition to a kid's Easter basket. He does have this little flap. I don't know quite why. It wasn't meant to be like stitched as far as like, so it's just there. Oh, I know why. Look at his pattern. He looks like he was wrapped as a mummy. So he was probably a mummy Snoopy. He is got the Hallmark tag. So it's just cool. $2. Buy it now. So this one is almost. They're both trans.
So Snoopy's gone to Hippie.
Okay. Let me grab him.
Thank you, Hippie.
Thank you, Hippie.
And yes, Myra, everything is $2.
$2. I've actually got 2 items that I'm going to bring 2 for 2. So it's gonna be $2, but it's gonna be for both of them. So, yippee, there you go. Mr. Steph, would you put Snoopy over there? Alright, so these items, they were Halloween. I was gonna film with jewelry. So it's a skeleton, so you can put the word casket, skeleton. If it's too creepy for you, you can put Halloween. So this one's a clear, it's got the little rainbow thing going on, and then here's this one, it's got the whole rainbow thing going on. I can see through it. That's going to be 2 for $2. Okay. Give you an idea, just in case. They don't weigh a whole lot. They're plastic.
So they're 2 for $4.
No, 2 for $2.
Okay.
You get both.
Mona.
Think of them as $1 each. I want to get rid of them, so they're going together. So
I'm good with that.
2 for $2.
Yeah, only one Snoopy. Hippie's getting them.
Okay, Hippie. Um, 7.5 inches long, Hippie. So they're quite big. I was gonna use them for jewelry. That was kind of before I started using the cigar boxes. I think I'll just put them in this bin and we'll put them over there later. That way I can just keep going on the roll. You've got it written down, right?
Yep, I got it written down. I'm having to get a box here.
Happy. Let's put the sticky with them, so because if I don't have things identifiable, then I'll think I'm messing something up, and it really slows the process down.
Sorry about the noise, everyone. I'm trying to get the rest of supper before I get going.
They know that I sell adjacent to the kitchen. Oh wait, I'm technically in the kitchen. It's all good. Alright. We have a water bottle. It's brand new. It's Evolve. It's going to be buy now $2. I believe it's glass. Let me see if I can. I put things in my pocket every day, y'all. Yeah, it's glass. That was a challenge coin that I used. So it's never been used. Still on its tags. It's almost a teal blue, almost like an ocean teal blue, if that makes sense. Silver toned on top. So it does seal. Let's see, I think it's 20 ounces. It should say on there.
Myra's in for $2.
You got it, Myra, and yes, it's 20 ounces. 20 ounces. So, let's see. Thank you, Myra. Mr. Stephanie said he woke up this morning, went to roll out of bed, grabbed his phone, and had a notification from YouTube that I had been up. And I was like, yeah, and you probably thought, oh no. Yeah, I'm going to put it in this bin. I'm just going to put this bin over here. Okay. Mr. Stephanie, what is this? I want to say it's a pine cone. It's a mug, y'all. But what is that?
That's a hedgehog.
A hedgehog. Thank you.
Sonic.
So it's a hedgehog. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, it's not blue.
Because it's not blue, right? This is going to be, buy it now, $2. It's going to need a cleaning. It's been sitting on the shelf since at least August. It does have a purple flower there. The handle is the stem of the flower. He's gray, light gray. He's cute. $2. You could even make him a planter, y'all. Like Mr. Stuff.
Okay.
So he kept looking at me earlier. I'm just going to show y'all. I grabbed their brushes, right? And I set them here. And he was trying to figure it out. And I couldn't. And I'm like, they were right here.
They can go right in there with that.
Yep. But yeah. I was going to. Yeah. I've got flowers up there.
Dust is free.
Dust is free for sure. Dust is free.
Send you some Kansas dust.
Put that in the show. Alright, I've got owls. One's a mug. Everything comes in this box, but we're going to sell, each item's going to be $2 each. Buy it now. Okay? So, we sourced these. You remember that mission we went to in Vermont? Do you remember what it was?
I don't.
So it says potpourri fragrance, area, mini, pomander. You can read it.
Potpourri fragrance, area, mini, pomander, owl. This is not a toy. Keep out of reach of children. It's got a scent.
It still does have a scent. Yeah. It is old. I can't tell you how old because I haven't Google Lensed it. I got it home and I went in there and that was in September. So it is yellow. It does have some white, but all the white looks like it's intentionally placed. It is Avon, right?
No, it doesn't say Avon.
Oh, I thought it did say
no,
Avon.
I thought maybe it was.
Yeah, no, it does right there.
Okay, so it is Avon.
Avon. So it's Avon Product Inc. Distributor. So yeah, Avon's on there. So I will get a measurement. Got the fancy 2 guys, vintage and resale. Y'all, if you haven't had the opportunity to meet Mark and Mike, if you ever get the opportunity to do it, for real. They're incredible guys. They are human, right? Meaning they are who they are. They don't do anything to impress anybody. It's 3 1/4 inches tall. 3¼ inches. The base from side to side is almost 2¼ and then the very back is 2 inches. So, yep, there he is. He's got a lot of detail, but he's old. He does still have a smell to him, but you really have to be in his personal bubble to be able to smell him. So he's just cool. We got him in Vermont. Alright, this one comes from Crackle Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker? Like firecracker?
Yeah, like cracker, yeah.
I always thought it was Crackle Barrel. You're right, it says cracker. Alright. I'm not going to say anything. Anyways, this is an owl mug. $2. Buy it now. Owl mug. I'm assuming it's a full owl. Not just because of the color. But if you turn it this way, he looks like a pumpkin. If you didn't know, would you know? But he's cool. He's an owl. $2. Buy it now. And matter of fact, I know why I ended up grabbing this box when I sourced. So I'd have somewhere for him to ride home in. So, I'll throw the box in for free. It does take some space though. So, but he'd be packaged very well. I need to put that other owl back in. So yeah, the whole contents and the box for $4. I think that's a pretty great deal. And since I've only showed it once, I don't want to let it go for less than that today. Alright, y'all, you're getting a steal. Yes, I really did pay $3 at Dollar General in our village. I found some of the stuff we couldn't find. It's the Dolly mug.
Oh, okay.
I found more Dolly stuff. It was behind there. This one says, leave something good in every day, Dolly. So it's a brand new mug. Yes, there is dust in there. You get that for $2 today. Alright, I don't know if these are bats or if they're owls. Maybe Mr. Stephanie can tell me. I think they're bats. They're
bats.
Yep, Mr. Steph says they're bats, but I'm telling you without looking at the wingspan. So there's a set of 2. These set in, hey. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, it's my parts.
Oh, it's the car parts.
Part of it.
I may have a running vehicle in the near future, depending on the weather, y'all. Because we have to do it out in the elements. Hey, I'm going to mute you just for a hot second. That sure said eBay, I'm telling you. So maybe he bought it on eBay. My dogs usually go crazy. I think Mr. Stephanie caught him in time. Yeah. It was a regular guy, so that was cool.
I caught him so the dogs didn't go nuts.
Anyways, so these are bats, so they're not owls. Woo! Okay, it didn't say eBay. Car parts. They sit in your Mr. Stuff.
Your car coasters is what they're.
Car coasters, thank you. They're black. They're bats. There's a set of 2. And you know what? Let's do it for $1. We ain't have got. If you want them today, you can have them for $1. I threw this in there. This wasn't yours, was it?
Don't think so.
Alright, then we're going to sell it. It is a 68. Well, it says 68. But it's a 2022.
Yeah, it's not mine.
It's Nissan Maxima drift car. $2. It was sealed, if you can see, it kind of tore right there. So it obviously wasn't entirely sealed. And sometime when I moved it during the evening, it fell. So, $2, buy it now. It's brand new, other than the fact that it's not actually sealed now. And we're just going to do these, unless you put them in chat, we're just going to do, they can just tell me what it is. Like, this one's Minnie Mouse. This is crazy. I promise you, if someone wanted this, when I go to do the invoice, I'm going to
The other
cry.
one's Mickey, right?
Yes. So these have a little bit of, it's probably the boss's hair because it's short. These haven't been except in my area, but they've been on the shelf. So I wonder if she didn't somehow end up in there. Anyways, I can use a roller on them. Other than the fact that they probably sat on someone's shelf. I don't know what year. Let's see. So we're going to sell them separately. I do have a Mickey and a Minnie.
Yeah, I put them $2 for choice. So
And she does have, I didn't see a date on it. But she does have, I don't know if that's ink or maybe it's from her dress something, but there's a little bit of discoloration right there. So there she is. Here's the Mickey. Yeah, they've hung out. I haven't even displayed them. They've hung out too long. This was set. I got. Looking to see. I do not see even a tag on him. So, and how old they are, I don't know. I would say just by the judge of them, they're probably late 80s, maybe early 90s. Maybe they're older than that. I don't know, but that's my guesstimate. Alright, I'm going to put them down.
no, you didn't miss anything, sloth.
Haven't missed any slots yet, but I've got a place I'm going to go look. It's just does it speak to me and say, oh yeah, Scooter would totally love that because I know you got a lot of sloths. What'd you think about the halftime, not the halftime show, the commercial?
The very commercial. First one with Stitch. Oh no, you were talking the actual sloth one.
The sloth one. All right, let me. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is older than me. No, it cannot come at $2. I'm sorry, I cannot let Smurfette.
It'll be on tomorrow night.
I cannot let Smurfette go for $2. She's older than I am. Anyone like a black velvet fox skeleton head? Yeah. I thought about drilling holes in the head. Like where the ears are supposed to be and hang earrings in it. Sorry, I cannot let Smurfette go for $2. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, I'm going to try to show this best I can. Like, when I'm moving it around, it looks like, oh, it's sticking there. It's not. It's the way this bottle's made. So I'm going to try to show it the best I can. Now, this is... What type of blue would you say that is, Mr. Staff?
It's not as dark as cobalt.
Right.
So it'd be like a royal blue.
Maybe a royal... almost like a sapphire blue, but not like the deepest color of sapphire blue.
Me. What are you after, hippie?
What would you like, hippie? Oh!
$2.
Let her have it for $1.
Alright.
We'll do it.
We'll do it for one. Or, I'll tell you what. We'll accept the 2 and I'll give her this one
Okay,
too.
that works.
I'll give you 2 for the price of 1. How about that? I'll give you... Unless this one creeps you out. And so... I've got, 3 more of these, and I thought the last snowstorm...
Maritza wants Mickey and Minnie.
Alright, Maritza, you got it. I'm sad to see them go, but I'd rather them not sit lifeless in my backdrop forever, or to be forgotten again. So, it's just bittersweet sentiment. Can't fall in love with your inventory, or you're not supposed to.
I'll have to make some, or go get some.
Not supposed to. Alrighty. Maritza.
Thank you, Maritza. Thank you, hippie. Myra goes, I thought you were going to take the skulls to the local cemetery. That could be fun up here. My closest cemetery.
I'll just see if I can find.
Military.
No, we've got one up the hill too. Remember, right here on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And then no, that's not true because the village has 2. We have that one, and then there's the family one over there. That's next to the border, the boundary road. All right. I need to get these out of my cell site. I've already sold them to Hippie. I just need to write on this one. No, when we had the snow and it felt like we were staying up in Cripple Creek or something. I thought about putting them out in the snow piles, but I figured, it might freak someone out. Mr. Stephanie, I've showed these at least once.
Yeah, that was way back when we first started $2 Tuesday.
Do you remember where we got these?
I don't.
That estate sale in New York?
Okay. They're trinket boxes, right?
They're trinket boxes. They're silver plated rose jewelry boxes. We're going to do a starting bid, okay? For choice, because I have 2 of them available.
Welcome back, Jessica.
Welcome back, Jessica. Give me a minute, y'all, because these come in the original box. And one looks like it probably was maybe always in the box, and the other one was probably on a dresser. So we're going to do a starting bid for choice. I have 2 available. Starting bid of choice is $2. Come on. These were originally marketed by Walmart Stores, Inc.
Those have the old Walmart sticker on them, don't they?
I'll show it. Yeah, it's a sticker. I'm trying to freaking get this box open. I've got one I can't get out of the box yet, so bear with me for a second. They're both identical though. Conditions a little different though. So silver plated. They are the roses. It's all silver tone. Well, obviously. But like right here, see there's some tarnish. It's got the black. That feels like real. Or a good faux. But that's red. I can't get that one open. Can you? So $2 for choice. And these are the rose jewelry boxes. Yeah, jewelry box. They're not quite 3¼ inches wide. Let's see. So it's probably about 1¼ inch for depth of just the one plate, right? Or the one bowl. And then the lid's probably around the same amount. So I'll do my best, which is not enough. I need to have a ruler. Let's see. I still haven't located the ruler. I set it somewhere. Let's see. Oh, this baby. It's measuring right at 2¼ give or take a hair. It worked, right?
Yeah, it works.
So $2 starting bid for choice, and I have 2 available. Oh, Mr. Stephanie got that one open. They were distributed through Walmart for $4.96 back in the day.
Way back in the day.
They are from Classic Treasures. Classic Treasures. It's just this round silver-plated box. It's decorated with a band of 3 budding roses on the smooth textured lid. Features a luscious antique finish with a luscious red velvet inside. This makes a beautiful gift for all ages. This is not a toy. Keep it out of small children's reach. Breakable parts could pose a hazard. That tells you how long it's been, right? Because the warnings have only gotten crazier. I mean, there's warnings on Tide Pods now. Alright, so
it's because our kids' generation wanted to eat them.
Well, maybe we wanted to put things in our mouths too, but we had enough common sense or had a mama that would knock us upside the head and be like, sorry. So there is a little bit of discoloration there. What is it? I couldn't tell you. I don't know if it'll just wipe out, but it's not rough or anything. It's pretty smooth. This one is red as well. Oh, yeah, there's the tarnish. So the tarnish on this one's right here. Barely see it, but it's there. Other than that, there's not really much tarnish on either of these pieces, which really has me thinking, for the most part, there's a little bit right there, that they set more in their containers than they probably did on a dresser or a vanity or something like that. I can't bring them below $2. If anything, they are a cool souvenir from, what was it, Lake George?
Hippie's getting 2 of the trinket boxes.
You got it. Thank you, Hippie. I'll have to look, but I think it was Lake George. It was it might be Lake Edward, but either way, it's out in upstate New York. That's where we went to the estate sale, and if I could have justified shipping cost, I'd have sent a lot of stuff home. I really would have, because we didn't have space in the car, so it was little things like this. I need to write it on these little stickies. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the next drawing. Do y'all want to do the drawing a choice for a choice, or do you want to do the surprise giveaway? That would be for an item. You'll still get a choice after you find out what it is. But it's something that is sourced locally and was made with the hands of a veteran-owned company, meaning him and his wife are the manufacturers of it being in the package it's in.
Yeah, these roses are not to be tossed from the pole at people. They might hurt.
For real. For real. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab our surprise one in case.
Hippie says surprise.
Alright, so surprise one. I'll set that one back in the background. There's my marker. So today's date's 2/11/25. Surprise! Alright, I don't know that we've had any new ones come in that haven't dropped their numbers.
Nope, I think everyone in is. And Myra wants wind chimes.
Alright, so surprise giveaway. We'll get to. I totally know what Miss Myra would love to have if she is the winner of the one for choice. All right, so the surprise giveaway, Mr. Stephanie, they're on. So you have the three.
Yeah.
Up on this plate that I got from Selena. I only need two. Two are the same and one's different. I need. Yep. Alright, so tonight's giveaway is for number. It's number 91. And I should mark underneath it. That way people know it is 91, but that's absolutely the intent. So 91. Did anyone come in for 91?
No. Robin's the closest with 111.
Robin, are you active right now? Are you lurking and working and doing whatever you're doing? Alright, so 91 was my number. Ashley Reed was at 90. And the only number greater than mine is Robin Buys at 111.
She's lurking.
111. Alright, girl, you gotta let me know which, I was gonna say flavor. Alright, so these were created, made, manufactured. This is you support and in some way have known it's a giveaway, right? This is supporting someone else's dream, not just mine. So you get wax melts. You get 1 pack of them, so you can have Kansas Cowboy. Don't ask me what Kansas Cowboy smells like. I have to look away to tell you. Amazing, amazing. So you can either have Kansas Cowboy. They use essential oils in there. And then Welcome Home. And Welcome Home smells pretty good too. Welcome Home, he's a veteran. Him and his wife created this, and they started out in the mall in Manhattan first. And then they moved to the first location, which is over off of Points.
I don't know where a candle went.
It's in here.
Is it? Okay.
It's behind over here. So grab your stuff so you can show this. If you were willing to go look for our Ken,
Well, your candle, mine's over there.
Yeah. Last Valentine's Day, we went to their second location. which is in JC, which is south of Fort Riley.
And it's been a year, and the smell, you can still smell this candle from a foot away.
And you can touch it, and you can still feel
The oils.
the oils.
But yeah, we went in, and it's like basically $20 a person on average.
Well, you have to pick your container first if you want to do candles. And they come in a different variety. Last Valentine's, because they give you a label you can decorate, and I named mine Healing Harmony. So everything I do is with some sort of intention. So for 2024 Valentine's last year, I wanted healing and harmony. It still smells amazing. No, I will not sell it. And it's got... I'll have to look, because they give...
Cowboy.
Without
Kansas
Kansas...
snow.
You got it. You got it. This one I think was... Because they were doing a sale for Valentine's Day. And they were doing for couples on Valentine's. You can make a candle...
And drink a glass of
and
wine.
have a glass of wine for free. But for when we don't drink and drive, and JC is
15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. You have to jump on this interstate if you don't have a pass to go through post. And we don't typically drink anyway. So, alright, would you set this one back over there, please? Alright, Miss Robin down. Giveaway.
But it's just a really cool place to go. I mean, for, the entertainment value of getting to design your candle, design your sticker. You get to pick out up to, 3 cents to mix. They show you all the way to do it, to mix it, so the scents are there. It's just really cool. So if you're ever in our part of the country up here, we got a place for you to go.
I know some people. Alright, let me write that one down. And here, Robin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Robin. Kansas. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's see. What do I got left? I've got a few things we can show really quick. What?
We almost didn't have supper anymore.
Did you almost forget it, or did you almost drop it? Alright. So, let's see. So I'm going to have y'all claim them by a number. These are wax warmer and wax melts for wax warmers. I'll tell you the flavor, and I'm just going to write the number down and show you. How can I... It's because I put it over there. So these are right now $2. Now
these... Just say a keyword for the ones you want.
Well, I'm just going to write a number.
Okay.
The thing with the wax warmers, it cannot go below $2 because they are a helping neighbors item. Helping neighbors in combat. So number 1 is spicy cinnamon stick. Spicy cinnamon stick. So they're still new, still in the package, not opened. $2, Better Homes and Gardens. For anyone unfamiliar with what Helping Neighbors in Combat Boots is, it's either stuff that we acquired that we're willing to let go for. So essentially we donate our time, and give the proceeds to a family who's experiencing some sort of hardship wearing combat boots locally. Oftentimes,
Hippies in number 1.
okay. Oftentimes, thank you, Happy. Oftentimes, they and these were donated from Neighbors in Combat Boots to go specifically for those type of sales. So I have to bring certain items at a certain price. Alright, so number two is green. It is fresh cut Fraser. Fresh cut Fraser. I'm guessing that must be
So it's an evergreen scent.
evergreen scent. Brand new, still sealed. Number two. $2. Set that one there. Number three. Now, when I sell items from neighbors, helping neighbors in combat boots, if it's during my regular sales, it's not an issue. But if I have an actual event where that's what we're doing, those items and those sales are expected within 24 hours of invoice. So just FYI.
This is not that, though.
This is not that. So this is good for anyone even that does a monthly box for me. So number 3 is Meyer lemon and basil. So it's a darker yellow. Better Homes and Gardens. I just figured I'd best say something because some of y'all in chat know what those events are. And even though these are some of those items, because we're not holding an actual event right now, this will just go on regular invoice. Those, all proceeds, and someone said, Steph, you don't have to tell people how much. Our Helping Neighbors events, 100% yes, including usually Mr. Stephanie and I, with the fees from PayPal, because it's how we invoice to keep things straight.
Get number 3.
Okay. Those they get 100% of the funds. So if we sell $100 worth of items during those events, they get $100. It's all trackable. Congratulations, Hippie. We haven't had an event. We really need to have one sometime in the course between now and spring. So that's another motivation to get rid of the stuff that's clogging up my space. So I have room because I have a lot of items that have been donated for those type of sales. Alright, so 3, this is 4. Honeysuckle Glow. Honeysuckle Glow. Yeah, I can believe this is a honeysuckle. It kind of looks yellow this way, right? But it's not really that yellow. It's more of a cream white. So it's number 4. Number 5 is mahogany and sandwood. Mahogany and sandwood.
Hippie's getting number 4.
You got it, Hippie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is almost a rose stone colored pink. That's right. This is mahogany sandwood. $2 brand new. And you said number 4?
Yep. We got organized boxes tonight.
I know. It's a good problem to have,
Yes,
right?
it is. Very good problem to have.
Means we're getting ready to get rid of more stuff.
Thank you, Hippie.
Thank you, Hippie. Number 5 is the mahogany sandwood. So I'm going to put these over in my show area. If anyone's catching the replay, you can comment on the video, or you can email me at the Groves period Barden period Emporium at gmail.com. And if I have the item still available, I am happy to get it to you. Let's see. It's Valentine's Day very soon. I get it. Let's see how big of an item will fit in there. You can fit a Sharpie in here. This is going to be a buy now $2. It has that faux like vinyl or not vinyl because the faux vinyl peels. This don't feel like it would peel. Maybe it would in time. But it doesn't really feel like a faux leather. I don't know. It's got pink hearts. It's $2. Buy it now. And I'm looking. Trust me, because most of y'all know. Hey, look, it says Ipsy. IPSY. $2. $2 for that bag. Alright, let's see. I have
You
a.
could pull money in it.
You could. Keep all your pull money in it. So another night, somewhere in the YouTube highways, was saying about how they put their pull money in their bra, and I'm like, anyway. Alright, so this is, I've got 2 tins. Okay. This was for 20 sachets of tea. It's Harney and Sons. Let's see. It's Harney and Sons tins. These aren't your big tins, but these are ones you could put on in your cupboard, or you could put them. They'd look good, I'm sure, on a counter somewhere. Let's see. I am almost through this bin, so.
One supper will be done here shortly.
4.5 inches. Yeah, 4.5 inches. That's not with the lid on, but it can't be much more than that, right? So the top's gold tone. The reflection is gold tone. I didn't think to tell you all that, but hey. It's going to be $2 buy it now for these tins.
For choice, right?
Yeah, for choice. Okay. And
all right, Jessica.
It's just short of 4 3/4 tall. Let's see, what is the... And it looks like 3.5 by probably 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 3.5. So there's that one. And then this one. This one is tile, whatever. Fair Fancy Organic tin. This is curious people like you discover great things. Keep discovering. Drink their tea. I'm not even kidding. That's what it says. It is little green. It's a green leaf. That's the little print there. Those are green leaves. So this is a white tin. It is clean on the inside. Silver tone, clean on the inside. It is 3. Let's see. 3 by 2 3/4. So that's that one. Or this one. $2 for choice. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Y'all, you remember I was talking about Tuber Chat earlier? That's that guy right there,
I'll drop the link here in just a second.
Tuber Chat is Kevin. He is north of us. Are y'all tired of seeing these? Come on. Check this out. I only picked up 2 of these when I sourced. the last time I sourced. Because Mr. Stephanie said these were funeral fins.
Well, that's what they come up as.
Well, I'm telling you, my mama was born and raised in the South, and I remember these fins. No, I'm a right-handy, not a left-handy, so that's why I'm not coordinated. See it? Yeah, you can tell. Welcome in. Good to see you, Kevin. Thank you for sharing us out. Kevin, which is Tuber Chat, he's up north of the border. I can't remember if he's Central Time Zone or if he's Eastern Time Zone. I think he's Central. I might be wrong. I may have the time zone wrong for him. Anyways, these are $2. Buy it now. You get Jesus. You got the choice. Jesus with the lamb. These do have wear on them.
Eastern Niagara Falls.
Oh, nice.
We will have to remember that.
We haven't been above the border, but it's definitely on our to-do list. So, depiction of Jesus with the baby lamb. I'm assuming that's its mother. And there's the flock right here. Okay. It's complimentaries of Bethany Chapel Missionary Society. So, here's the wear. You see it? But that's from doing this. I don't rub my hands on it. I just cup it. Right? I may need those. Come July, I can't. The hot flashes they have in the wintertime, can you imagine? What do they call it in the summertime here in Kansas? Do you remember? When the furnace is like, the Kansas is like something to the sun. I don't remember.
Is it $2 for both of them or $2 for
$2 for choice. Yep, $2 for choice. So this one is a depiction of an elder helping someone who obviously needs some help. I don't know what village that would be, and I don't know that that's what they called them back then, right? But maybe it's Jerusalem. I don't know. It definitely. Let me get it. Let's see there. But I say assisting him because he's got his little water canteen and all that. It's a cool piece. And it's a fan, and I tell you what, if you're from the South, you know how important these are. Are you alright? Was that hot?
Yeah, I was doing the whoosh job.
I'm just watching you. He's over here. He took a bite. He just pulled the food out of the oven, y'all. And he's going... I'm trying not to react, but I almost busted the guy. Alright, so this one's from Compliments of Bethany Chapel Missionary Society. It does show where, okay, but that's because these were useful. Complimentary Bethany Chapel Missionary Society. These are embossed on. You can't see them unless you're in person. Wait, there might be the embossment right here. It says it's made in the USA. I only got 2 of these. I have the ability to get more, but I didn't know if it was going to be a pain to get rid of these. Or I didn't know if I was going to offend someone that would be trying to sell something depicting Jesus, but I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, but you never know. Some people get offended by the littlest of things. We got a little bit of Christmas. Maybe I should just put this in my Christmas tote.
Yeah, let's put it in.
Yeah, we're going to put this in the Christmas tote. I've got like a few items in there. Alright. I know it isn't quite summer yet, and it's definitely not spring, but this is a wall hanging, but I mean, it don't have to be. It's checkers. It's a checkered board. This is your jute back rope. Here is your red checkers. Here's your black checkers. This is all wood. So, it's depicting a watermelon. I guess we're going to go with whatever Mr. Stephanie has put in chat. course, he put bite now $2. He's just ready for the stuffed deal, and so am I. Because really, I gotta reclaim my space. I will give you a measurement on it. It does have the wall hanging. Okay. Where to put it? Mark and Mike Vintage and Resell. 2 old guys. Mark and Mike. Alright. So it's, yeah, right there. So 10.5 inches long.
Dad.
What?
Give me a second, y'all. Alright. Dad's taking care of it. Alright, so it is 10.5 inches long by 9 3/4. No, 8 3/4. Sorry. I was looking at the 9 instead of the 8. 8 3/4 wide. It is so I'm gonna remind you I am unmuted. Alright. Do not say a word that's gonna end up with me flagged. Teenagers. Of course, I don't think you have to be a teenager when you're just frustrated because I think she probably dumped her food.
She did. She.
So it is half. So 3/4 of an inch thick. 3/4 of an inch thick. You got it, Maritza.
I will get you in here in a second, Maritza.
You know, Scooter, it's. I mean, if I was on another platform where it's not public, right? I would say certain things because not because people are going to judge me, but because those people still judge me in a way. But knowing that I'm on a public platform that anyone can see, I try to think before I speak. Doesn't always work. But I mean, if people are going to see the real me, then they have to see me interact with my kids without me exposing my kids' identities, meaning their faces on camera. Alright, Maritza. Thank you, Maritza. Appreciate you. Mr. Stuff.
Yep.
That sold for $2 because you put it as a buy it now. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got 3 DVDs. And these aren't DVDs I bought, y'all. These were Brian's. And one of them still sealed. You know what? The heck with it. Let's get rid of this, because that's exactly what he'd be like. He'd be like, Steph, is it serving you any good having this crap?
You doing all 3 for?
Yes, do it. Do it. Alright, so the one's still sealed in the package. I've already sold these ones. I've showed them and I've sold them. I sold them months ago. They were never paid for. That person asked me to hold on to them when I was very clear that I don't hold things, especially back then, right? The next one's open season. This one's been opened. I can tell you, he loved DVDs. He had over 300. Most of these he only watched once.
If any.
Some of them he didn't watch any. He just opened them up and put them on the shelf. I'm like, why are you opening them up if you're not going to watch them? I don't know.
And he would tell you it's because I'm going to watch them.
So, there's 2. And then, this is Party Penguins. party penguins. So some of these had their paperwork, and that's usually how I could tell if you ever watched them, if the paperwork was still in them. I mean, if there's any paperwork, that's still sealed. And there isn't any paperwork in this one, so he likely watched that one and that one. But you get the whole lot for $2, and that one's still sealed, y'all. I know there's what? That one's at least Christmas. That one, depending if you how you hydrate as you watch it, depends on how goofy you get. Silvertone trinket tray. Silvertone trinket tray. I sourced it the other day. I haven't taken no time to clean it all up. I will wipe it down if you'd like. If you don't want to wipe down, if you want it how I sourced it, I'll just put it in your box. It's going to be a bite now, $2. It is Silvertone trinket tray. I don't know what metal. I would guess aluminum. I'm probably wrong, but hey. Let's see.
He's in for 2.
Alright, you got it for 2. I'm going to give you a pretty reasonable idea of the size of it, but so it's 6 inches. I was going to say 7. It's about 6.5 at its tallest. So, thank you, Hippie. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. I have one. I cannot tell you the age. I can't tell you if it's really a reproduction. But it's like 4 or 5 stackable ashtrays in one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, heavy. But it does have some condition going on because of its age. It's vintage to some degree. How old? Well, maybe some of you guys will tell me because I don't know.
Call that gold tone?
I don't know if that's gold tone.
A brass tone?
It's almost brass. I don't know. Just
copper tone?
No, copper's a different color than that. Let's see if I don't know.
We're going to call it brass tone.
I would say brass, and maybe it's gold tone. But I can't tell you what that stone is. If it's a marble, I can tell you.
Hippie collects ashtrays, she says. So.
Good deal. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 stackable ashtrays. The pretty in there is amber in color. I doubt it's real amber. Now the condition issues. Yes, that's real patina. But I'll turn it. These are little like coaster things, like plastic or something, right? But those were painted. And the paint has... Oh, I just had some fall into my... I'll have to use one of those brooms later. Anyways, here, let me show you. There's some paint pieces that are, so the plastic things are starting to pop. I don't know if they're plastic or glass. But either way, the paint is just not there, but the ashtray is still there. And I know Hippie's in for it, but I want to show her, y'all. I almost left these, but someone may have threw them away, and then you lose the history and the art. And it's not the greatest condition for the art, but it's still a cool piece. So that's 2 plus the lid. This one's 3. That one's not too awful bad. And then here's 4. And each of them are ashtrays. So, congratulations, Hippie. It does have a bit of weight with it, but it's not. When I say that, I'll go ahead and give you a weight. That way you know what to expect. But it's not overly heavy. I don't even know if it weighs a pound, but 8.5 ounces. 8.5 ounces. So it's not too bad. It's just over a half a pound.
Hippie says those are awesome. See,
Um,
that's what's cool. We find something that's cool, and then someone else
It
thinks it's
just,
cool too.
I figured if anything, if no one felt interest, and this is the first time I've showed them, but I've had them for months. And, on a different day or on a community monthly sale, whatever, I might have gotten more. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested, Mr. Steph, you want to grab these?
Mm-hmm.
I need to actually put Hippie's name. But, I'm not interested in getting top dollar for them. Those were more of rescuing them, because I'm telling you, they were probably headed to a dumpster because no one seen the value in them. Happy. I'm going to stick this on the bottom just because if it's anywhere remotely at the age that I think it might be, not saying it's an antique, but, certain adhesives can cause some issues. So if there is, it's on the bottom of that. Let's see, what else do I got?
You running out of stuff yet?
I've already mailed one of these. FYI, it's between. You'll see it's right on top. So the person that got one of these already, it's right on top. And Mr. Steph put, what was it, bubble wrap?
Yeah, bubble wrap goes over the top.
Goes
over
and went over the top. So, but it's not packaged like this. It's packaged between
two thin boxes.
Two very thin boxes, so they're still laid flat, and you'll understand it when you get it.
Pop that hanky out. No,
I'll pop that. Yeah, you want to let him out?
Well, I think they're waiting on Ellie.
Oh, okay. Here you go. You read it.
Right.
Mr. Soap's going to read this. I had 2 of them. I have one still available.
So it says, I'm just a little handkerchief, quite square as you can see, but with a stitch or two, they can make a bonnet out of me. I'll be worn home from the hospital or on a special day, then neatly pressed and folded, I'll be carefully packed away. On her wedding day, a bride must have, traditionally, something old, good luck, good health, and happiness it brings her, so it's told. Then what could be more pleasant than to unpack little me, to snip a stitch or two, and find her handkerchief I'll be. And if I'm first worn by a boy, he'll surely someday wed. Then he can give his lovely bride the hanky he once wore on his head.
Sorry. Our senior dog can be very demanding. And my other fur baby, she don't get in a hurry for nobody. It's got to be her idea. But either way, yes, $2. Buy it now, and it comes with a story. It comes in the packaging that I sourced it with.
It's just really cool with the story.
It's really cool. So it will not go below $2, just so y'all know. If anything, maybe I'll hang on to it. If it doesn't sell, it's something I don't mind showing for a while because it comes with a tradition and it comes with a story. So that's there. Alright, I've got a swan. I showed it a few times months earlier. It's a ceramic swan. It looks big enough that you could put something in it. Yeah. It's going to be buy it now $2. So dust is free. It could use a good cleaning. And it's not nasty. It just, well, for one, I keep touching it. It's a porous surface, so it's not something that's meant to be handled all the time. So I don't think I probably did a thorough cleaning on it when we sourced it. Because, other than a good wipe down, dust is free. So $2, buy it now for the swan. And we should have one giveaway left, right? Alright, I'm going to show these last 3 items, and then we're going to do the giveaway and go ahead and get ready to end our evening so I can have dinner. Alright, so this is a lanyard, but it's not, it's a lanyard. I don't know. If you're a nurse, if you have to have a badge, whatever, this is a great one to have. It's got seed beads. It's got other beads. I don't think they're real. They're just pretty, right? So you've got the dark beads. They look purple, maybe incandescent. Then you got the clear beads, and then just seed bead. It's cool. It's got a little weight, but it's not overly heavy. And then there's the key ring. And there's that. I don't know. It's got a U on it. Just see if I can show that a little better. There's a U. So $2. Buy it now. I've got this 4x6 frame. I don't know that wouldn't be gold, is it? Okay.
That would be your brass tone.
Brass tone. Alright, so brass tone, it's got, I was going to say that's missing, but there is a stone there. I don't know if these stones are real, but it doesn't look like there's one there, but it is there. It's just colored different. So is that even? I know real stones do faux stones turn colors. It's weird.
The frame itself has weight to it. It's real metal.
That stone right there, it's actually still there. It's lost its color. So this is a 4x6 frame. It's got the black velvet on the back. The frame is heavy. Oh yeah. We're gonna go down the pounds. So it is almost 1.1. It's not quite 1.1 pounds, so it's just over a pound. It is a pretty frame though. And you can set it on a desk or on a shelf. So $2, buy it now. And then I'm not sure if this is Wonder Woman, but it is brand new.
Superman or Superwoman.
It'd be Superwoman. It's pink. So Superwoman. It says be real. Be real. Tag's still on it for made in China, right? But there's no fading or anything on it, so I would say it's never been used. It is a teal blue, yellow, and pink. $2. Buy it now. Alrighty.
That one's the heavy train.
Yeah, that's the heavy train. That's the train that...
Hippie's getting the superwoman mode.
You got it, Hippie. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. I guess I have 2 other items right here. There they are. I know Myra is wanting those wind chimes. Maybe she'll get it. Maybe she will get it. Alright, Mr. Stuff.
Yep. I'm coming around the corner.
Thank you. Okay, I was good. Here, I'll put it in the tote over here.
We're good.
Okay.
I'll get all that organized later.
Alright, let's go ahead and show these 2 items, because I think I have showed this one, and I don't think I showed this one at all. So this is Spread Your Wings and Let the Magic Happen, Dolly. It's just the wood frame, right? It's not going to be $2 because I only paid $1 plus tax for it. We're going to pair it with this blue this blue base. Okay. So it is, would we say, like a blue sapphire or blue, royal blue, but it's not overly dark and it's very translucent. Now back here it looks like there's dings and stuff. No. Look at the design. See? It bows in. Not on the outside, but on the inside. That's how it's done. It bows in a little and then comes back out. So it goes 2. And that's on all 4 corners. So, let's drop that, huh? So, it's not an overly huge. And there is a seam there, it looks like. Let me make sure it's a seam and not a crack. Yeah, it doesn't look like a crack. Maybe a scratch right there, but there's definitely not a crack. I'll clean it up a little better. It's one I sourced when I was sourcing recently. But for the vase and dolly, you get them both for $2. So, and this is a 3 by 8 inch square. So that gives you some...
It wouldn't be a 3 by 8. It'd be 3 by 4 or 3 by 3.
I'm telling you what the dimensions say on the back. It's 3.8. I said some 3 by 8. Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry. 3.8. Sorry. 3.8. That's what I meant. I'm sure someone in chat knew what I meant. So, alrighty. Let's get this giveaway. Y'all check this out. Check this out. We got through a tote. And all of that came in the tote. I still haven't showed you what I had that accumulated before that, but
that'll be for another $2 Tuesday.
Yeah, that's going to be for the next $2 Tuesday. My goal today was to get through that tote that I filled last night, and I thank y'all. Alright, so for the last giveaway of the evening, it's the choice of chimes or the giveaway bin. And the number is 103. 103.
All right, so now we're going to be to that point to where there's no numbers above.
So we go with the immediate one below.
Right. So...
because anyone above that would have been above 103 is already one, correct?
Yep.
Where? Ashley Reed. I don't know that she's still here, but
I haven't went to look see who's on. So
she floats between channels, and I mean that in a respectable way. She does her best to come in to each and every chat that she's able to and support and say hello to everyone. I'm writing her name down here.
and I got it wrote down on here.
If she's not lurking, I don't forget to let her know, hey, you got a choice. Ashley Reed.
Yeah, she's not in our chat.
Well, you don't need to announce where she's at.
Well, I know.
Right. Alright, Ashley Reed, girl, I will be getting with you if you come back and catch this part of the replay. If I haven't gotten in touch with you yet, just hit me up. Hit me up on email or in some of those other weird ways, right? Y'all, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight, for being here this evening. This is sold to Mr. Steph.
Huh.
This is my other sold bin, please. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here this evening.
There for a minute.
Whether it was for a moment, whether it was a drive for y'all's drive home, or whatever, I appreciate any time that y'all are able to spend with us. And I have fun selling to my friends, right? But it's not what makes our evening. Maritza, you want the frame too? You got it, girl. I'm going to show you really quick. This one up here, so it's not the corner one. It's one, let me get it in. This one right here, it looks like it's not there. But it's there. It's changed color. I will get you down for that.
I got it on my paper and I'm getting it in the chat here.
Thank y'all for the things you do in other people's chats and their sales too. Regardless if you're a buyer, reseller, community member, someone that just breathes in positivity and uplifts others, it all matters. One of the first Motivation Mondays for this year, I actually missed. So Scooter Renee, she showed up in my chat the evening after, which is never a big deal, right? There's times where I'm on and she might be on, or vice versa, whatever. So she came in and chat just kind of like she did this evening. Yeah, it's my neighbors.
Getting flying training in before the weather gets nasty.
And she asked me what my word for the year is. Well, if you remember last year, you got what my word for last year was, because I did it for Valentine's Day and it's written on my Kindle. Healing and harmony. This year I chose the word empowerment. And I think really it's a very strong and great word to have. I have my idea of what's empowering, but I'm also learning what it's really about too. Mr. Steph, would you set this over with Maritzis?
Yep.
We all come from different backgrounds and experiences, and we may have similar experiences, and we have those moments where we can emphasize, that's probably the wrong word. We feel for the other person because we know, maybe not down to the very ache, but we have experienced something similar, so we're familiar with it. One person, it's crazy to think one person can change the world. There are so many people in our lifetimes, in y'all's lifetimes, because, for the reality, there's a separation of generation for some of us. So there are a few that y'all definitely can recollect that I don't necessarily remember much of. But, I'm trying to think. I'm terrible with names, but I'm great with faces, y'all. So I think about she was a singer, Aretha Franklin. I totally chopped her name up.
Aretha Franklin was Respect.
Yes. There's so many. Mother Teresa, and I'm talking the humanitarian parts of people. So many different people. I'll get a list together so that I'm more prepared. But it started with one person, but when we come together, and I've seen it, and I've seen it even more recently. Um, I may struggle. Y'all may see me up in the middle of the night because I need to clear something, because I need to clear the junk out of my head, but make it a productive evening. That's a first for me, y'all. I filled that out during the night with the space in my head that I did not want to fall asleep to and have it play out in my dreams. Yes, I still have a bunch of stuff. No, I did not bring and show the dogs I got from Selena. They're there. I'll bring them tomorrow. I've got one I'm keeping of hers. I've got some other things, but it's not always about the sales. Sometimes it's hanging out and just having some common ground.
Having chat move is the big deal. Because on the mod side, it is no fun to sit there and just see my name constantly without any breaks.
Right before Scooter Renee closed for the evening last night, and I'm gonna chop up my own words, but I put on my hardest is, and it was no clinch or weirdness. It just, there's times where it's on my heart. I need to say what I need to say, and I don't question why. So I put on my hardest days, I prayed for, and God's answer was y'all. That holds true even in my chat. Now I know where people fall. Anybody I've run into on the YouTube highways, my intuition 9 out of 10 times was spot on. There are a lot of great creators, YouTubers out there, and there's a lot of great resellers. And like any village, any community, anything, there's a few bad apples that fall from a tree. But I'll tell you what, there are so many more people out there that bring positivity into the world, that do it in people's channels and chats. And not because they're asked to, but that's who they are. Someone once told me, and this is during a period of when I was depressed, and I can't tell you why I was so depressed. I was a young mom at the time, and maybe that was part of it. You get in the muck of just being head deep of raising littles, that you lose your identity at times, it feels like. If you're a mom and you know what I mean. And someone had asked me, this person I still admire, said, Steph, what? And I was negative at that point. My viewpoint, I picked out the negative before I did the positive. It said, Steph, why don't you look at the silver lining? And I'm like, what do you mean silver lining? Are you kidding me? Type of stuff, right? And they're like, do you realize it takes just as much energy to turn around and do the positive as it's to do the negative? And actually, in my opinion, it's
Less energy.
less energy, right? When you set your intention, and your intention is well and good intentions, not that good intentions always turn out the way they need to, right? Just because something's well intended doesn't mean that the outcome's the way you expect it to be. Uh, you know, but it starts with showing up to Motivation Monday when you're the channel that's doing it, and it's a Monday, right? But you show up because, well, you're counting on the ones that show up, and not counting on it for the watch hours, but you're counting on it because part of you needs it too. Scooter Renee does so much outside of reselling. Um, she has held me together more than she realizes just because she is who she is. She brings positivity into the community she enters. On her own channel, she brings that positivity in, and I got it. I showed up one evening. I hadn't been as consistent as I was in her chats, but I went in and was lurking, and she was describing how the last few years have been, and how she was coping through it. And I was like, aha, right. I don't go seeking why someone is who they are. Eventually they will tell you. Girl, I love you, and you're gonna make me cry too. I I didn't just consider canceling yesterday's show. I did. Oh, don't it, someone may not have realized it. I did, and for about 15 minutes there was no thumbnail for yesterday's show. And that's where I'm going to leave you tonight. You know, people ask you, is your glass half empty or half full?
Depends on the day.
Sometimes it really does depend on the day. I want you to think about it though. Look at everybody, whether it's here in a virtual setting, right? Or if you're blessed. Some people use the word luck. I don't like using the word luck. Uh, Blessed, I like using the word blessed, but we can use whatever word that resonates with you. Those around you, whether you see them daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, right? And what they do for you, and I'm not saying what they can do for you, like, oh, no, I'm talking your soul, right? They're the ones that keep you from feeling completely alone, even if you really do feel alone, right? They're the ones that they smile and just they acknowledge you, and just how they speak and interact with you, you're being seen, right? Like the filter that we put out for people, so then we're protecting ourselves to some degree. They can see through that lens and see you. I've known that from the very beginning with Scooter, and Selena and I actually talked on that this evening. Well, not this evening, but this morning. I will. So, I get the whole analogy about half empty, half full. Here's the thing, and here's where my stance is with it. I'm just glad. And this is probably since my mama has been gone, to be honest, John. I knew as I stood over her for the last time before I left her that day, uh, that my life was doing a U-turn. Maybe not a U-turn back because I was a recovering addict, but like from that day on, it was not going to look the same. I didn't acknowledge the full strength of that because I couldn't have probably tolerated knowing I was going to have to face some of the most difficult days as a mom without another woman being able to not tell me what to do, but you know, you know what I mean. Um, I've had to make tough decisions. So I don't know. But my mom's been gone for almost 5 years. And I'm definitely not the person I was 5 years ago. So, in a lot of ways, I'm stronger. So, I'm just glad I have a cup and I can come to the table with it. But then when I think about Scooter Renee and Selena and Josie and Ashley and Maritza, Hippie, for real. Rob and Jessica, Jessica B. I could run down a whole list, and I'm not trying to leave anyone out, so please don't think I'm deliberately leaving anyone out. Joanne, Angie, Nana. My cup actually runs over, y'all. Because I'll tell you what, I would take every hard day as long as I had those women in my corner. Right? And it's something I prayed for. And I've prayed for it for a long time. And it's hard to pray for something when you don't see an instant result. And it's hard to continue to pray consistently for something where you don't see that result. I'm starting to see results, and I'm not talking to my cells. My cells are picking up as far as being consistent. Are they the same average or something? No, we're not even there yet. The results is me being able to get out of the bed in the morning, Scooter, for 2 or 3 days. Not that I've been able to get out of bed, because the last 2 nights I didn't crawl into bed till after 3 in the morning. But I woke up at 7:30 each morning. This morning I went to the bathroom, I crawled back into bed because it was so cold, and I was out again. And I'm not sorry for it. So, I mean, I'm coming out of it. It's taken some time now. Y'all give me the reason to come on YouTube, because this is not my comfort zone. I've never liked being recorded or photographed. My family, not just the ones that y'all know about here, right, will let you know. Yeah, if I knew people were taking photos of me, it's a very huge insecurity. My parents died without seeing me genuinely smile unconscientiously since I was a little girl. That's going to change. I'm going to have a bunch of dental work done, but I have to have a lot of surgical done, and that takes time, and it takes getting a business off the ground. So that's my goal this year. But my first is empowerment. I will walk through the pits with anybody, and I won't complain for the most part. And what I mean by that is, if it starts to hurt, I'm going to say something, but I don't view that as complaining. But don't set me on fire either, and then expect me to stay silent. And I'm just talking in general. I'm not talking about anyone or anything specifically. So that's who I am. I think we're off to a great start. We're almost to the middle of February, y'all. How did that happen? So,
football season,
if y'all wasn't here yesterday, if you believe in the power of prayer, prayer alone doesn't solve anything. It takes Jesus. We can go all that way, and there's enough creators and great people that can read from the books of anything and put that message out there better than I can. I'm just explaining that. I've got a book though. Mr. Stephanie and I was given one of these. It was pocket size, even though you couldn't fit it in a pocket. I still got it, probably in storage in South Central Kansas. It was given to us when we were moving back over here to Kansas. Just over a year after I got sober. So, I purchased this from another reseller recently. It's got a little bit of red in, but not a whole lot, right? It's a great book for me to keep. I've got this one up here that's a desk one. And this is about the size without the spiral like that we were given as a gift. I'm going to start doing the sunflower report. It's going to be, I don't want to refer to it as a Motivation Monday type thing, but it's going to be something uplifting, and it may only be like 30 minutes a couple times a week or something, maybe more of a check-in. And I'm going to read the dailies because the affirmations in these, like today's, let's see, it's the 11th. This is today's. My peace is like a shaft of golden light shining on you continuously. During days of bright sunshine, it may blend in your surroundings. It may blend in with your surroundings. On darker days, my peace stands out in sharp contrast to your circumstances. See times of darkness as opportunities for my light to shine and transcend. Give me a second. Mr. Steph.
Yeah. Well, maybe you have to get up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know what it means. I just cannot get it to roll off my tongue. It's right there.
Transcendent.
Thank you. Transcendent. See, I've been struggling with saying it. Splendor. I am training you to practice peace that overpowers darkness. Collaborate, yes, it does say that, with me in this training. Do not grow weary and lose heart. And it's got a couple verses. Second Thessalonians 3:16. Alright, give me a minute. Give me a second. I need to refocus for a second.
Sorry.
Yeah, just, I tell people not to come and chat. And then you showed me that.
I'm sorry. I was.
No, it's fine. It's just, it's fine. I'm glad it's not in chat. So it's from a different platform. And yeah. Nothing bad in that aspect. I'll just ask for prayers for others tonight. John 1:4. All right. John 1:4 and 5. And Hebrews 12:3. That's the passages that it's asking or suggesting for February 11th. We'll be back tomorrow, so I'll do February 12th too. I've been kind of leery about reading like Jesus Calling. Jesus Calling resonates with us. At first, I thought it was just because I was getting sober, staying sober, I dismantled a whole book like this to send it basic training to my soldier that was in training at the time. And then learned that they would allow the king, Bible and that plus his cross. We didn't know that they usually only did one article, one piece of religious artifact. And he needed his Bible and he wanted his cross. So those books are over $30, even in a discount bookstore, to have them order those online, just so you know. So if you can pick those up, even if it's on a YouTube auction and they're in good condition, they're worth having, in my opinion. Usually publicly, even in a private setting, I usually don't read from the Word because I don't necessarily believe in, not that I don't believe in God, because I do. I believe in Jesus, my Savior, and all that. Not that that's everybody's business, but hey, I'm not ashamed of it. But God and I have had a strained relationship through the years, and it's always me walking away. But me, along with those I've loved, have been harmed multiple times through the years. More than not from people claiming to be godly folks without putting a denomination or whatever down, right? And so I never want to offend somebody and they be like, oh, well, she identifies as this or identifies as that, and, so, like, I am their stumbling block to God. Like, I never want to be that for anybody. But, people's beliefs are people's beliefs, and I think we all have a purpose. So, I'm going to do the Sunflower Report, and it's going to have the Jesus Calling, inserts, excerpts. I'm not sure how often we'll do it yet, but I'm going to check chat, and then we're going to close out, y'all. I want to thank y'all for being here this evening. I want to thank you for all your kindness, both to me, to those in chat, and just for being who you are. Sometimes having someone go, stuff's this and stuff's that, and I'm like, what's the hoopla? This is who I am. This is my lifestyle, right? But then I'm realizing, a lot of people do what they do for certain reasons, and people can see through that. And then other people do what they do because of who they are, and people can see that too. And I think the latter is why most people are like, doesn't mean, it's still once in a while. I mean, we get excited too when people get excited, but it is what it is. I will definitely go back, Scooter, and I'll watch the topic on the glass half empty, half full. Without all y'all, I'm just glad I have a cup at all. But definitely with all of you, it definitely runs over, and I'm grateful. And if we're honest, I'm even a little bit terrified because, I know what it's like to not have anything. So to have it means everything. Let's see. I am glad we found each other. I am so glad we found each other too. And I was about to make you cry, and you love me, and I love you too. And Selena told me that this morning. She was like, she was talking about you. She goes, loves you. And I was, yeah. I love you too, girl. You need to watch the topic, and then below that it's Amen. I definitely not who I was 3 years ago before I lost my parents and my brother. I can so relate to that. And the thing is, I haven't really grieved that aspect of it all. Of, something, this is stuff recently, like working through stuff. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we shelved that. And we kept going because we didn't have time. We didn't have time to adequately grieve, or we didn't have time to adequately process. And, so it's a lot of it is allowing myself to grieve the loss of who that was, while maintaining and continuing on the course I'm on now. I can imagine even a year ago being on YouTube tonight. Just being honest. Um, but y'all's the best. Thank y'all for being here. For those of you that purchased from me this evening, today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. We have one more sale. Then Thursday, so Thursday, possibly into Friday. I tried to have it all done on Thursday, but it doesn't always logically work that way for two reasons. Sometimes my internet's unstable because my neighbor's in combat boots. Occasionally, they do impact our signal. But aside from that, sometimes I just can't quite catch that 25th hour in the day. Scooter, prepare yourself for your package when you get it. It's a box inside a box, but I decorated that box. It has my word of the year on it, and it has a few other things. It's just something I felt I needed to do before I sent it to you. I hope you love it. But yeah, I get creative at times, y'all. So, invoices after tomorrow's sale will go out on Thursday into Friday, possibly. And then, as soon as your package, your order's paid for, it will be shipped no later than Monday, because we are still only down to one vehicle. And we have this winter storm that's supposed to be a lot like the last one. So if there's any delay in getting packages out, it will be posted on my community page. But I'm not anticipating it being that it's going to be probably Monday before any package goes out. If you're my monthly people, because I've got a few of you, you know how it works. It's all good. Past that, I don't think. Tomorrow at 4. Tomorrow at 4. Let's see. Let's see who's on. Mr. Stuff's out of here right now. I know, I gotta get a master list of those who are on pretty consistently and regular, so I can just look and be like, oh yeah. Oh, come on. Gotta refresh. Alright, so it refreshed. Don's channel is on right now. Lydia, that's Arito. I'm probably chopping that word up. It's Arito. Jules by Lydia. She's live right now. At least, yeah. And let's see. Let me see before. No. There are a few people I'm following for certain things. They're not particularly in our right, but they are, I don't get active in their chat. I've never been active in their chat, not because there's anything wrong, but I'm transitioning into a new chapter of my life. So, I'm preparing for the future. If I catch certain people in, oh, okay. You never know where we'll end up. So only once, let me refresh one more time. Backyard Trucker, he is on right now. That's where I'm gonna jump in the chat. Let's see, watch this. At least this is a Galaxy. I have an iPhone too, but so thumbs up. I'm gonna close out for the evening. Scooter Renee just, I think, dropped something in her community part, so I'll go check that out. Y'all have a good evening. Um, be safe out there. Be kind to each other. Stay warm if you're in the path of the storm. Um, kindness is free. Um, I think that's about all I'm going to say tonight. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 4. If not, we'll see you out on the YouTube highway somewhere. Have a good night, y'all. Love you too.